In this video, we will discuss about variable initialization. During last online class, we had discussed about how to declare different types of variables. So you can see here the different statements that we had discussed during the online class. So here we had declared the different types of variables, and we had also discussed about the syntax of how to declare a variable. Data type name followed by the variable name, then followed by the statement terminator, that is semicolon. And I had told you about the fundamental data types or the basic data types in Java. That is, there are 8 fundamental data types, and these are the names of the 8 fundamental data types, and these are the keywords, 8 keywords that we will use while creating the programs to declare the variable, that what type of value that variable is going to store. From how the compiler will come to know from these data types, 8 data types. To store integer type of values, we can either declare byte type of variable. These are the integer values, examples of integer values. And to store real type of values, we can use either float data type or double data type, and these are the examples of real type of values having decimal point in it, positive or negative. And next is to store boolean type of value. We have data type boolean, that is true and false. There are only 2 types of values, boolean values, true and false. And to store character type of value, we have to declare a variable of char type, and this is the character type of values, examples of character type constants, or you can say values. Now we will discuss next topic, that is how to assign the values or how to initialize the value to the variable. So after declaring the variable, this is the variable declaration. How to assign the value: variable name, this is the syntax, variable name, you will use the same variable name followed by the value, initial value that you want to assign, or you can simply say, you can use the type, you can say it initial value, or you can simply say value, one and same thing, that you will assign to the variable. This equal to is an operator, a symbol that is used to assign the value to the variable. First we will type the variable name and followed by equal to symbol. It is an operator. Name of this operator is assignment operator. Okay, this equal to symbol is known as assignment operator. It is used to assign the value to the variable. So using this operator, we assign value to the variables. And now let us assign. I have already declared within this program, name of the class is variable declaration initialization, and this is the main method. Execution of the Java programs, or you can say the Java program starts running from the main method. So we require this main method, and within the main method I have declared here different types of variables. So let us now assign the value. So to assign the value, we will follow the same rule. So name of the variable is age. So we have declared the variable, this age variable of integer type, so we can store here integer value like 14, and we will place here terminator. Okay, so this syntax we have followed. Variable name is, this is the variable name, equal to the assignment operator. This syntax we have followed, and this is the initial value, the first value that we have assigned, or that this age variable will store. A variable can store different values at different interval of times. Remember this while running the program. Now let us initialize this variable temperature. Temperature is equal to, so we are following the same rule, temperature is equal to 94.6. okay, then terminator. So this is a real type of value, or you can say real constant. Similarly, we can assign the float type of value, float temp, name of the variable is temp, this variable we have used. Okay, so float, we have already declared the variable, so no need to write the data type again or type the name of the data type. So here we will use equal to name of the variable followed by equal to assign the value to it. We will use here 37, okay, 0.5. And remember this, whenever we are declaring a variable of float type, then value we must add f to differentiate that it is a float type of value. Okay, even while explaining during online class, if I have told you that whenever we declare a float type of value and that is having data type float, so we have to add that this is a floating type of value, okay, rather than a double type of value. So we have to add f, otherwise compiler will generate an error message. So either you can type capital F or small f after typing the value, especially in case if the variable is of what type, only float type, then we will use f. But if you don't use f, then it is a double type of value. Okay, by default all the values, real type of values, are double type values. So since we have declared this type of variable as float type, so while typing the value, while assigning the value to this variable, okay, we have to use f. Either you can use capital F or small f, it depends upon you. It is mandatory, it is necessary, otherwise an error will occur. Similarly, we can assign the value to this character type of variable. This is the variable that we have declared. So ch is equal to, and remember this while discussing this char type of data type, I have told you that these are the character type of values, or you can say character constants, and if you want to store such kind of values, we have to declare what type of variable? Char type of variable. So char is the name of data type and ch is the variable. Now to assign the value, character values are always written in single quotes. This is the beginning of single quote, and after that value, and then closing of single quote, and after that we will place terminator. So all these are what? Variable initializations. We have initialized the value. Okay. This forward two lines are the comments. Variable initialization. Initialization means to assign the first value to the variable. Okay, a variable can store different values, as I've told you. Variable initialization. So this is the comment. Let us copy these two comments. Okay, all these are these statements. Variable, this is variable declaration, and this is initialization. So I'm copying it and pasting it. So this is declaration and this is initialization. So different types of variable declaration and initializations you can do in this manner. This is variable declaration. We have declared a character type of variable using char data type, and this is the initialization. This is initialization. Again, this is declaration, and this one is the, okay, this is also, these are the declaration. If two variables are having same data type, then we can use comma to separate the variable names, and this is also variable declaration, this one. So these are the comments. Single line comment, 2 forward slashes, whatever you written after or type after that, that will be treated as comment, and comment will not participate in the program logic. To declare a boolean type of value, this is the boolean type of variable answer. Boolean is a data type, so answer is the name of variable, and we will assign the value using equal to operator, that is assignment operator. This equal to symbol is assignment operator, and here we will assign, either we can assign false or true followed by terminator. So this is variable initialization. We have assigned the value to the variable. So remember this, either for boolean we can assign only two types of values, true or false. One boolean type of variable can store only two types, here true or false. Now remember this, that this variable declaration, this is the first statement, variable declaration, this is the second statement, variable initialization. Now instead of typing two statements, this is the first and this is second, we can do it in a single statement. How? We can type like this, int age is equal to 14. So these two statements and this single statement is one and same thing. Here in this single statement, variable initialization and declaration is done in a single statement. That variable declaration and initialization is done in a single statement. Remember this, variable declaration and initialization is done in single statement. In the single statement. Every statement in Java terminates with a semicolon. So instead of using two different statements, one for declaration and another one for initialization, we can also write in single statement. So that is also correct. So either you can write in this manner or in this manner. Okay. So now with this we have covered up the topic, that is how to declare different types of variables and how to initialize it. Now let me after initializing the variables, if you want to whether actually they store these values or not, you can also use print statement, output statement. So there is output statement, system s should be capital, system.out.print. Okay, for the time being, just remember this is an output statement, print ln and followed by brackets. Okay, and here we will type the name of variable. If I type the name of variable is age, okay, this is the name of age. Age stores what? Look at this variable, age stores 14. Okay, so I will make this as a comment for the time being, these two lines, because we can't declare same variable number of times. Only one time we have to declare it, okay, in the same program. So age, now age, look at here what value age stores. We have assigned value to this age variable 14. This means whatever the value age stores, that will be printed on the output window, or you can say terminal window. So what we will do, we will click on, let us make it as a multi-line comment. Multi-line comment starts with a /, then asterisk symbol, and to make it comment, we will at the end we will again type here asterisk symbol and /. Now this will be treated as a, these multiple lines will be treated as comment. They will not participate in the program. I will click on compile, this button, and it says okay. Now again this, let us treat this comment, and it says since okay this line is not the part of the program, so let us treat it as a comment by using /, /. Now this will be treated as a comment, single line comment. Now we click on compile, and it says temperature, the spelling is incorrect. Remember this, the variable name should be same. If while typing there is a typing mistake in the spelling name, then you can see here earlier I have forgot to type this R. So if I click on compile, then it says cannot find symbol variable temperature. This R is missing because I have declared here variable having R in it in the spelling, but here the spelling is incorrect, so I have to type the correct spelling. Variable name should be same, okay, while declaring an initialization. Okay, so since the same variable is already defined, so I have to make this also comment, because as I've told you, we can't use same variable again and again, or we can't declare the same variable name, so age and age 2 times, so that is not possible. So this is the reason I have treated this as a comment. Now I will click on compile. It says class compiled, no syntax error, and we will click on close, and we will run we will right, this is the class icon, we will right click over it, and shortcut, from the shortcut menu we will select void main string else. By clicking on this option, we are calling main method. Main method dialog box appears, and here we have to click on OK, and we can see the output 14. So age variable stores 14. So we can see here that, sorry, this is the program. So you can see here age variable stores 14. This system.out is an output statement, so whatever value age variable stores, so that is printed. So age variable stores value 14, so that is printed on the output window, or you can say the terminal window.